Hi, this is Valante. I'm live with the Divas. We have Vickie, Travis Woods. I have Joy Lambert. And joining us via phone, we have Madalyn Ward-Freeman. Welcome, Divas.
Thank you.
Okay, so who's going to talk first about what the Divas are doing? This is a great organization, so let's talk.
We want to talk about what we're doing now, or
What we're doing, what's the organization? Give us a little bit of background, what you guys do.
Okay, DIVAS is an acronym for Developing Intellectual Visions and Self, aka DIVAS Inc. DIVAS' objective is to reach young ladies ages 12 to 19 years old. We picked that age because that's when the young ladies are becoming themselves. That's when they become familiar with their characteristics and their purpose in life.
Good. And that's such a necessary age when we need that guidance, because those decisions that you make during those years impact the rest of your life, your college decisions. Even if a young lady has a child, all of those things, you really need to be careful and make sure that you make the right decisions. Sure. What I want to do is talk to each of the divas that I have here, because I love these ladies because they are so accomplished, they're so intelligent, and I appreciate them for taking time out of their personal lives to do this, out of their lives, not only their time, but their money as well. So I'm going to talk to each of the divas I have, and then also you're going to tell me about, well, before we do that, let's talk about the divas. We got one diva two divas missing.
Two.
Okay, let's talk about them first.
Those two, Maddie McKinley. Maddie McKinley works for the 25th District Police Department over in Chicago. Is that the Galewood area?
It's Central.
The Central and Grand Station.
Okay.
Okay. Maddie brings the spirituality into DIVAS Inc. She's the one that's always praying for us, fasting on our behalf, and you need that.
You do.
You need to have Jesus in everything that you do. You
Yes.
really do. Deborah Spencer. Deborah is our educator. She spent 20 years and retired from the United States Army. She is the ROTC teacher at the Waukegan High School. So she brings all the education fundamentals to DIVAS Inc.
That is wonderful. And now let's talk about you. Who
Of
are
course,
you?
me. I am the CEO and founder of DIVAS Inc.
Queen Diva?
No, the Diva.
The Diva.
The
Okay, I
Diva.
get it. Okay, the Diva. Okay.
My role, I'm kind of like the aggressor. You know, the thing with me, I bring the big picture to the scene.
Okay.
The big picture. And my team helps put the puzzle pieces together. My job is, I work for one of the top 5 construction companies in the Chicagoland area, James McHugh Construction. My role there is the site safety manager. So you may say, Vickie, what is the site safety manager?
Vickie, what is a site safety manager?
Site safety manager, in my perspective, is the babysitter. I'm a high-priced babysitter. Mm-hmm. What I do on a job site all day, my job is to ensure that McHugh safety policies, along with OSHA standards, are being met. So I have to be able to recognize a hazard before it becomes a hazard.
Mm-hmm. And that's critical, especially on a construction site.
When you up 25 stories high, with no walls and no floor.
Are you actually up there? Do you have to go up there?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That I couldn't do.
Yes.
No.
I'm climbing ladders. I'm climbing up holes.
Oh, wow. Well, Miss Joy, the name. Is your job to bring joy to the divas?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I am, I would say, I don't know, the mother hen of the divas, I guess, with that I handle pretty much, we try to do fundraisers. Mm-hmm. So I try to handle fundraiser, posting on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Developing Intellectual Vision and Self. Like us on our Facebook page. But I'm pretty much the mother hen. I work for Avocare Systems, which is a home medical company. We mainly deal with hospice patients. So I pretty much deal with death daily. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the family, the doctor, the nurse, someone's calling in to get oxygen or medical equipment to a patient.
Wow. Madalyn, can you hear us?
I can.
Well, tell us about your role and what you do, Madalyn Diva. I heard you're the boss lady. Is that right?
I am the boss lady. And I am the boss lady of my radio personality name for Divas Den on intellectualradio.com, which I enjoy having that role. Also, as a board member with Divas Inc., I'm the right hand and the left hand, whatever is needed. I'm there to help pick up the pieces or do whatever is needed. I also do some of the sessions, whether it's interviewing, the mock interviewings that we do, whatever Vickie needs me to do, I am there. I enjoy working with the women. I enjoy working with our young ladies that we're helping within the community. Also, one of the things that I want to try to do and we're working on trying to do is, collaborate with more organizations within our community to bring them together to do, as Vickie talked about, the big picture, to do some things very powerful in the community.
I love it. And I hear that you've made history at your job.
Well, I am one of the only African-American women as far as directors of front office at the Sheraton Chicago. I have ran the front office for almost the last 5 years. I've been at my job for almost 11 years. I started as a front desk agent and actually have worked my way up. So I'm kind of like the poster child for opportunity at the Sheraton Chicago. From starting from the bottom for the entry level and work my way up to a director. But I oversee over 60 associates and 6 departments. The bell, the door, the concierge, the front desk, our guest service center, and our PBX department.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And that's one thing that I noticed something this time when I was listening to each one of you and give your descriptions. Each one of you by profession work with people. You work and you advocate for people in some way. You serve. So it's kind of not a far stretch to see you all come together in order to provide a service. And I love that. And the reason why I asked about what you guys all do professionally is because there's a lot of organizations out there and they want to do a lot, but they don't put the work in. And what I want everybody to know is that Divas is a group of accomplished, intelligent, capable women. So these are ladies that you can trust your children with. These are ladies that you don't have to hesitate to invest in when they have an event, when you buy that ticket, when you send your check or your donation. You can trust them. And I think that is critical, especially in this day and age, because you have a lot going on that's just not right.
True.
And that's why I really, really appreciate the Divas and the work that you all are doing. So speaking of the work that you're doing, let's talk about some of the biggest projects that you have maybe annually, and then also what's coming up and how we can get the community involved to support you ladies.
Okay, we'll just start from the beginning of the year. January is the month for giving back for Divas. We appreciate our sponsors, whether they've given a penny, a nickel or a dime or dollars. We accept all Diva dollars too. But we would like to show our appreciation to our sponsors. So anyone that has ever given anything, anyone that has ever just supported us by phone, card, or volunteer, we invite them out. A room full of food, fun, and music. And we just, have fun.
Love it.
The work sessions that we have for our girls, this year we started off with creating your vision board. Every dream starts with a vision, or every vision starts with a dream. And it's a way of making a roadmap to where you want to be. That's what vision boards are. They're just roadmaps to where you think you want to be at this specific time. So we all sat down, we got the different components, because there's a lot of components of a vision board. We learned those. And one thing about what Divas does with our girls, we put ourselves in their environment. because that's the only way we're going to learn how to deal with what they're dealing with.
Right.
We have to create an environment that they have and put ourselves in there. So that vision board kind of helped us do that, because it helped us to get an understanding of what we need to do to help them to get where they need to be.
Exactly.
We went from there, and then from there, if you got a dream and a vision, we do our annual career day. Because some of those vision boards that they created had their career path on it. Our career day is on a format of being informational, where we have different participants come in and give our girls directions on how to, what they need to do to get where they need, again, where they need to be in different careers. We don't just necessarily focus on professional. We also do trades, entrepreneurism. We do all that to help our girls get a better understanding, because at this point in time in life, in the world, this world is set up, we have a black president. I've never thought that I would see a black president.
I didn't either.
So that's saying that you can be anything that you want to be, anything that you set your mind to be, you can do it. The sky is past the limit. I mean, you can go to space, orbit. Don't just limit yourself to the sky. Go past the sky. You can do anything you want to do, but you gotta want to do it, and you gotta want to research it to get there to do it.
Exactly. Put that work in. And, and anything that you want to do, you can do. And sometimes God will lead you to a place where something you didn't even know was there. He'll give you things you didn't even know existed. You just got to go for it and reach for it. And speaking of how you do the events and the impact, let's talk about the impact in your ladies and your girls. And we're going to ask the mother hen, Joy, about that feeling, your impact. How does it feel, or how do you recognize, or how do you gauge, when you're changing that person or the impact that you're having on the community, the girls?
You feel, like you said, a proud mama moment. You do feel that when you see a girl starting to transition from, like I said, the pajama and the bonnet style that's coming along, or the chip nail, and you see she just stepped into her diva role, her junior divas as we call them, and they progressing, or they taking schoolwork seriously, or they want to do better, and you see that, as opposed to hanging out doing negative things. Now they want to, hey, where's the next event, or when can I get there?
Wonderful.
So that gives you the proud mama moment.
I love that. Madalyn? Madalyn?
I'm here.
Oh, you here? So tell us I want you to just talk a little bit about your experience with the Divas and what impact it has. We talked about the community, but just the role of how it impacts you as a person, and everybody can chime in on that. But how does it impact you as a person doing this work?
Well, it impacts me as a person. One of the things that, as my job, we have name tags, and they always want to know what we're connected to. And one of the things that says on my name tag is that I'm connected to mentoring. I think mentoring is so important for our youth today. I feel that I had role models in my life which have assisted me to get to reach my potential and where I wanted to be headed in life in the right direction. So working with these young ladies, and young ladies that come from the community that I grew up in, I feel has changed my life. It's work that makes you feel good about yourself, that you have lived in the same community, but you haven't became a product of your environment. You have moved out of the community, but you're coming back to give back and to help other young people reach their potential, so maybe one day they can go back and pull someone else up and help our community grow. So I think what we're doing is so important, and it definitely touched my life. It's all worthwhile getting up, coming from the suburbs and traveling all the way to the west side of Chicago to interact with the girls and others in the community to do something different and to help build our community.
I love it. And Vickie, the diva.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel having, birthed this concept, worked this, gotten your team together from the beginning? What does Divas look like to you now compared to that vision before you got here? What is that like?
We've all grown. We've all had to feel our way into our position with Divas. It's an amazing feeling to have an idea and then to see it evolve, put it into effect. You know, God gave me this vision, but I had to work for it. You know, and at one point it got so frustrating to like, I'm like, you know what? I ain't even asked for this. I ain't even, and at some point we all do become, you know, Miss Joy here was like, I can't do this no more. Because to whom much is given, much is required.
Yes, it is.
So all our responsibilities have doubled since the beginning. And we were new to this, you know. They would ask me questions, I would say Google it. That's what I did. I Googled everything. I Googled step by step on how to build an organization.
Wow. I'm going to give this question to Joy. And the reason why I'm giving this to you is because Joy's the type of person that just kind of makes you feel better all the time. And I mean, she's just like that. So what keeps you going? Because like Vickie said, she hit on my question. I don't even do an organization like Divas. But helping people is frustrating, especially when you're trying to help, the enemy will attack you. So what keeps you going? What makes you say, I am not going to stop? Where is that? What's that drive? What's that push?
What's my sister going to get?
No, for me, I think it's everyone can be saved. I don't care who it is. That's me.
See, you act like you believe that.
She does.
I do.
You because sometimes I'm like, I can't be bothered with you.
And trust me, my sisters tell me, I don't know how you do this with so and so or so and so, but I know it's some good in somebody. It is. Somebody needs. You know, you always go, who gonna save me? But then you have to go, who? Jesus. But it is somebody there to help everybody. And I just think I don't try to block my blessings, and I know if I help this person, what keeps me going, I don't know who's going to help my two girls. I need to be able to help them because I don't know what that boomerang in their life going to throw, and somebody will help them, hopefully. So I just live every day knowing that I don't care if, well, you're a Facebook friend. I don't care if it's on Facebook. If I could give something that somebody got something from me, that keeps me going.
See, Joy, I love her because she is so sincere about Vickie. There's always, because I'm like, I'm not going, you could be bothered with her. I can't do this one. She's like, but there is always some good. She just believes that in her heart that it is really some good in everybody. Yep. She cannot see the bad. She doesn't see the bad in nobody. She always look for the good in everything. Well, and she will make excuses for any and everybody.
It's a benefit of the doubt.
You know, and that's what I like about all of I say my divas, all of my divas, because they have that one unique personality that is real, and you know it's just real, genuine. Madalyn is such a
she listening, she can hear you.
Oh, okay. She is, you know, she can make you believe that she seriously will make you believe that you can do anything. She's done it to me. She has done it to me. You can, and then you know she'll give you that. She'll get you, and she'll grab hold of you and say, "You can. I believe in you. You can do this." And you'll be like, "I can." And then you'll find yourself doing it. Seriously.
That's good.
You know, it's just all of us together. I call us it's 5 of us. And when you close that together, you got the fist. You got a powerful fist there. And we are women we're still overcoming some things.
Yeah, always.
We're still, you know, it's not like we know everything, and we tell our girls that. It's not like we know enough to help you get to where you need to be. Because we all have experience. We all have families. We have children. We run a household. Some of us we wear so many hats that it's just crazy. Sometimes I just pile them all up on top of my head. Because, you know, the role changes every 5 or 10 minutes. But you have to be able to handle every situation and use it for your good. And that's something that we teach as our girl. That when you know better, you should want to do better.
Right. Right. And a lot of young ladies, especially in that age group, they don't know it yet. Even my daughter, she'll come to me, Mommy, this is wrong, and it's never going to be right, and there's no way to fix it, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I just let her melt down, and then we figure it out. Because I don't know why, as a teenager, just because you can't see the solution, you convince yourself there is not one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you need somebody there who's been there, done that,
Exactly.
you know, and I'm still living. I'm 44. I went through exactly what you've gone through. I'm still alive. I'm fine.
Yes.
You will survive.
And see,
You'll
that's
be all right.
where Joy would take them and, you know, try to coach them through. I'd be like, girl, really? He left you? Quit crying. Wipe them tears, because it's just like the bus. Another one will be coming in a few minutes. Just prepare yourself for the next one.
Right.
And Joy be like, Vickie, you can't say that to them. Like, but it's the truth. It's the real world. Life is not over at 16 because your boyfriend dumped you.
But see, what's little to us is so big to them.
Is.
And that's why I be the mama hen, because Madalyn, like she said, girl, you can do this. And she's going to tell them, you can do this. Now, let's get moving. Vickie, look, I work with Iron Man every day.
You know, another one is going to believe me.
And then they'll come and Miss Joy going to face it. Yeah, baby, it's going to be, you can do this, but let me show you this way. Everybody is, you know, it's just different.
That's good. That's why you guys make such a good team. So let's tell everybody how to find you, how to support you, follow you, your websites, contact, everything, all that.
Okay. You can follow Divas at Developing Intellectual Self and I got to get it right. Developing Intellectual Visions and Self on our Facebook page. You can also follow Divas Den. We have a page for our radio show. Mm-hmm. Our website is divas-inc.org. Our email address is divas@divasinc.org or divas-inc.org.
Yes.
Email address, divas-inc.org. Our phone number is 855-462-3482. And if you can't remember that, remember 1-855 I'm a Diva.
1-855 I'm a Diva. That's the song. You should make a little jingle, a commercial.
No.
I'm in the studio with you.
That is right.
Commercial with a little jingle at the end. Go next door and get some beats from one of the guys.
That's a good idea. See, that's what I like you, because you
Boss lady gonna make that happen.
Did you hear that, Madalyn?
I heard it.
Okay.
Okay, well, it is a pleasure. Anything else want to share?
Thank you for having us.
We do want to talk about one of our big events that comes up in October. That's our Pretty in Pink affair.
Yes.
Breast cancer awareness, where we bring together people to educate them on prevention of that disease. That's a horrible disease.
Yes.
It is, you know, we take that to heart because some of our family members are breast cancer survivors. Mm-hmm. This year is going to be something special. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell it. But we're going to have a lot of different, you know, each year it grows. Yeah. Last year we've had Chicago Bears sponsored, Hard Rock Cafe, and of course we partnership with Loretta Hospital, and they give out free mammograms. So there is no excuse not to go somewhere and get yourself examined and get yourself taken care of. It's just going to be real exciting.
That is good. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited about it too, because I know everybody may or may not know. I lost my older sister to breast cancer in 2001. And even early detection, but before all of that, just the way that you take care of yourself. Because she had breast cancer, and she had a lumpectomy and a mastectomy. But then it was in remission for almost 10 years. And when it came back, we didn't even know it was breast cancer because she was having back pain. And I kept asking her, I said, you sure it's not the cancer? She said, no, it's just a back pain. And then she's in the doctor. They couldn't figure out what it was. And then they found out it was cancer. And so then they started treating her. And I'm looking at her. She's taking the chemo. And she's constantly deteriorating. The cancer was still getting her. So finally, they discovered that the cancer was in her spinal fluid.
Oh, wow.
So once we found that out, you know, it's inoperable. and that we knew then that it was going to be terminal. And so she ended up ultimately dying from metastasized breast cancer. But the thing is, in that 10-year period, when she was in remission, she kind of went back to her old lifestyle, eating the same things, doing the same things, not working out. And I know that God is in control of everything. And when it's your time, it's your time. But sometimes if we, with the young ladies, teach nutrition and health and the factors, and we start to eliminate those risk factors, or at least scale them back a bit. Because even for me, my sister died from breast cancer, and both of my grandparents died from pancreatic cancers, and an aunt. So I already know I'm high risk for cancer. So for me to not do anything just doesn't make any sense. So that's why, this is really important, and that's why we have organizations like DIVAS, because somebody has to teach you. Vickie was talking about taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, and and prolonging your life, because it all works together. The mental, the physical, the spiritual, they all work together, and we've got to keep each other strong. We really do.
Yes, we do.
We do.
That's good. Thank you.
So thank you, ladies. I think we are wrapping up. Again, this is the Divas, developing intellectual visions and self. Find them. Support us. These are the Divas, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.